Afternoon again, Year 4. Welcome to the final lesson of your Thursday. Very similar to history. We've already watched that, or if you're about to watch it. It's KWL lesson, so it's our grid of what we know, what we want to know, and then your L grid, what we've learned. We'll progressively do that as we go through the unit. So I'm just going to share my screen. It's very similar to the history one. Our unit this half term for science is the big build, and it's a good one. It's really interesting to look at different things. What do you think we might be looking at? Maybe pause it for a minute or two and try and write some things down. We will be looking at different buildings. We'll be looking at different structures, different architects. It's a really fun one, but we're also set to build our own structures. A couple of resources that you will need over the next 5 or 6 weeks, and they're going to sound fun. The little midget gem sweets and cocktail sticks and marshmallows and spaghetti. It's going to be a really fun unit. I'll try and demonstrate a couple as well, see if you can build any better towers and bridges than what I can build. But you won't need that for another lesson or two anyway. So just over the next few days, see if your parents can add to their shopping order those little bits. So in this unit, as I've just mentioned briefly there, we'll learn about towers and bridges mainly. We'll also look at how animals are builders in a sense, where they build their shelters, and finally engage in researching famous engineers and architects and the structures that they have built. So here's a few facts for you. Currently, the tallest building in the world is the Burj Khalifa, and Mr. Ventin has a really cool video actually of him doing a skydive right near the Burj Khalifa, which is super cool. So maybe when we're back, we can all watch that together. It's nearly 828 meters high, which is nearly 3 times as tall as the Eiffel Tower, and nearly twice as tall as the Empire State Building. I've been up that and I'll show you some photos. The Empire State Building in New York was the first building to have over 100 floors, and it was completed in 1931. The Eiffel Tower, going back to the Eiffel Tower, is completed in 1889, so a little bit before the Empire State Building, and it's named after Gustav Eiffel. When it was built, it was not liked by everyone, which is ironic because now people come from all over the world to Paris to see the Eiffel Tower. Some people thought it was too bold. If you look at the Eiffel Tower, a lot of the shapes within it are triangles. I wonder why that is. That'd be a great bit of research for the rest of our unit if you can find that out. I'll let you read over the last couple there, and I'll let you do some of your own research into buildings as well. See what facts you can find out. But before that, what do you already know about building or buildings or structures? How many different kinds of bridges can you think of? Why do people build bridges? Why do people build tall buildings? And where is there a bridge near you? Is it a really big bridge or a short bridge? Can you think of any in London? Why were they built? Interesting fact, when I was traveling Canada, I actually went over the longest bridge in the world over ice-covered water. So when it gets freezing cold, all the water freezes to ice, and it's the longest bridge over ice-covered distance, which is quite cool. Wonder if you can find out the name of that bridge and where exactly it is. So similar to science, to history then, sorry, KWL, complete your what you know section. What you know about those bridges, buildings. You might tell me a couple of facts that you already know, and then choose 5 questions that you want to find out about building. And then you guessed it, same as nice research afternoon for you. Can you find the answer to your 5 questions? And that'll start off your learning really well for this half-termly unit. Maybe you could also research some of the most beautiful bridges and buildings in the world and tell me which one is your favorite. Maybe choose one that you want to try and get to in your lifetime. I've got an example there for you. I wonder if you can find out where that bridge is and what it looks like. You may want to do a drawing alongside it as well. So have a great remainder of the afternoon, and I'll see you tomorrow for